Today we're talking about what does it mean if a trustee is selling a house. So from the seller's perspective and from the buyer's perspective. First off, it doesn't mean much. It isn't going to change the process that much. Why would a trustee be selling a property? Well, first off, it could be that the trustee is the person in charge of the trust. I've done a good job of estate planning, and so my properties are in my trust, and so I'm selling it as a trustee of the trust. No big deal. I still have to fill out a property disclosure. I still have to do all the typical things I do if I was just selling it as me. So no real big change there. From a buyer's perspective, it doesn't mean that the seller doesn't have to do disclosures. They do. It doesn't mean that the seller, gets out of any particular thing that you might think that they get out of. They don't. They're just selling the property as a trustee. And I know that's like, well, what does that mean? It means they set up an entity that can live on later after they pass. And that's pretty much it. It's really used for and to avoid taxes is mostly why we set up trusts. So if I'm the trustee and in charge of the trust, I should have knowledge about the property, especially if I live there, if it's my primary residence. And that's when you see mostly this happen is I owned and lived in my house and I have it in a trust and I'm selling it. Totally normal. From the buyer's perspective, if it's a trustee, I'm not real concerned unless there's something in the trust documents that the title company is concerned with. So as part of the process, the title company is going to say, hey seller, you're selling it as a trust, so we want to see your trust documents. Their attorney is going to go through all the trust documents and they're going to say, hey, there's this one weird thing, we want to, this clarified. Or they're going to say, yeah, this trust looks totally fine, we're fine with you signing off as the trustee to the trust. How's that for confusing? Anyways, long story short, sellers, it's no big deal. Make sure you have your trust documents ready if you're selling your property. Buyers, it's not that big of a deal. The seller's still obligated to tell you everything they know about the property and sign off on the property. There's just that one additional step for the title company to make it sure that the trust documents are in order and that they have the right to sell the property. Yeah. If you can't get enough of our content, head on over to our Paris Group Realty LLC YouTube channel. There's more of this, more than you could ever hope for. And of course, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll talk soon. Take care.